Okay, this is the setup. Now I'm just working out of a pile of dirt here on the property. I had to do some screwing around. The main boom doesn't want to come up high enough to clear the screen, but so I just kind of cobble-dicked it and set it on a block over there. This is what I'm after. Once I got it set up, I had to screw around. Works pretty freaking awesome. I ran the mini hoe at idle, and I think it's breaking it up good enough. This is kind of wet and clumped up, but you can see what I'm trying to put together here. And then this will basically, now that I've got it set up and working, you know, I got to come over here and screw around and break shit up myself. There's a little bit of handwork, but then basically I put little pins and cotter pins here to hold this on, and then this slips underneath. That goes in there about an inch. So there's a lip under there. A couple little spots where some material might get away, but and basically what that does, this is for Vic, is that's a piece I had made. A buddy of mine's got a little sheet metal shop. He built that for me for 30 bucks. So then what I'll do is, once I get this full, the problem is I'm going to leave this thing up here. I'm going to leave it tall because I like the angle, and everything was running off real nice. So I'm just going to take my Sawzall out there with me, and if I need to drop this down, depending. But really, all I got to do is work with the mini hoe a little bit, and boy, I'll tell you what, it surprised me. It's got a lot of power. It digs. It's slow when I run it at an idle, but it uses very little fuel, and that's that. So basically what's going to happen is, once I get this dump bed, I'm not going to overload it, then I'm just going to drive around to the sluice box wherever I have it set up, and then really all I'm going to do is just key on, and the whole thing just kind of dumps just like that. And then I'm just gonna, once I get the sluice box will be around here. This is designed, that's designed to sit right in the box. And then I'm just gonna into the box. That's all. It'll be as simple as that. I'll just, of course, I'll just slowly feed it in there. That's all I gotta do. And then just let it'll probably just about self-feed itself, So that's the system. Really wasn't a lot of screwing around. That little digger is awesome though, man. That's the 9-inch bucket on there now. I don't know if I'll need the 18-inch bucket, because hell, I was digging fast enough with the little one, and it was actually easier to control. That's about where I ran it, right there. No, it's a little faster than that. Trying to save myself the embarrassment of pretty much it. And I just got this at an idle. It seems slow, but once you crank it up, it oh, and there you have it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get some gloves and some over here and whatever. But a little raking and shoveling, but ain't gonna hurt. It's gonna be some physical work. The more rocky and cobbly I get it, the easier it'll break down. So there you have it. That's the setup. Everything's working pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy. No need to fire the sluice box up and wash. We got that all set up. So, but then I'll just have that set up, you know, nearby. I'm not going to travel far, and I got 200 feet of hose to get to the sluice box, so I'm just pumping water to it. I'm not booming or anything like that. So that's that. We're set up and ready to go. Now the other problem, like I said, I got to set this up higher, but I think I can, once I get this thing set up, I'm going to pile up rocks and just set this thing up about, you know, kind of, I got an angle figured out where I pretty much need to be. And I want to leave that rake, that grade on that screen as best I can. So we're good to go. Off to Idaho.